constant sorrow, and I've seen trouble all my days. I bid farewell to old Kentucky, the place where I was born and raised, the place where he was born and raised. For 6 long years, we've been in trouble. No pleasure here on earth we've found. For in this world we're bound to ramble.
We have no friends to help us now.
We have no friends to help us now. Oh, brothers, let's go down, down if you want to go down. Oh, brothers, let's go down, down in the river to pray. In constant sorrow through our days, you can bury us in some deep valley for many years where we may lay. Then you may learn to love another while we are sleeping in our graves. While we are sleeping in our graves. Oh, brothers, let's go down, down if you want to go down. Oh, brothers, let's go down, down in the river to pray. I fell into a burning ring of fire, going down, 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 the flames went higher. I fell into sun begins to fade, still enough time to figure out how to chase my blues away. I've done alright up till now. It's the light of day that shows me how. And when the night falls, my loneliness calls. I've been in love, I lost my senses, spinning through the town. Sooner or later, one never ends, and I wind up feeling down. I need someone who'll take a chance on a love that burns hard enough to last. So when the night falls, my lonely heart calls. Ooh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat with somebody, yeah. Ooh, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me. Ooh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel the heat with somebody, yeah. Ooh, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me. With somebody who loves somebody who somebody who somebody who somebody who with somebody who loves somebody who feel the heat with somebody, yeah. Ooh, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me.
It's quite late, isn't it? It's quite late. I don't to use that. It's quite late for a show. It's the latest show we've ever done. Is it the latest show we've ever done? Oh, we did actually. Yeah. So we've done later shows.
It's all right.
Thanks so much for coming out on this day. Just said thanks. That was a couple of songs. Those were a couple of songs you probably recognise. We're going to sing. The next song we're going to sing is from the latest big movie smash hit, A Star Is Born. Hello? Yeah, great. Cooper. Bradley Cooper.
He's all
Lady
right.
Gaga. Bradley Cooper. Alice Cooper. Okay, we've got a couple of fans in anyway. This is a song. If you saw the film, it's a tragic story. You've probably seen, maybe you've seen the previous versions of it. It's a pretty tragic story, but there was some great music in it actually. If you like pop music, like well-written pop music, there were some good songs written for it. And at the moment where Bradley Cooper is sort of this rogue, unshaven rogue who's playing his guitar. Lady Gaga's just done her set, the character that she is of. I think she was singing Viola Rose. She's like a cabaret set, and then he just picks up his guitar and he sings this simple little song called "Maybe It's Time to Let the Old Ways Die." Maybe it's time.
Maybe it's time to let the old ways die. Oh, maybe it's time to let the old ways die. Takes a lot to change a man, and it takes a lot to try. Maybe it's time to let the old ways die. Nobody knows what waits for the dead. Oh, nobody knows what waits for the dead. Some folks just believe in the things they've heard and the things they've read. Nobody knows what waits for the dead. I'm glad I can't go back to where I came from. I'm glad those days are gone, gone for good. But if I could take spirits from my past and bring them in, you know I would, you know I would. Nobody speaks to God these days. Oh, nobody speaks to God these days. I like to think she's looking down and laughing at our ways. Nobody speaks to God these days. I'm glad I can't go back to where I came from. I'm glad those days are gone, gone for good. But if I could take spirits from my past and bring them in, you know I would, you know I would. Maybe it's time to let the old ways die. Oh, maybe it's time to let the old ways die. Takes a lot to change your plans and a train to change your mind. Maybe it's time to let the old ways die. Oh, maybe it's time to let the old ways die. Oh, maybe it's time to let the old ways die.
Featured the baritones. I feel like the baritones don't sort of get much because get much credit because if you're a man, you're sort of expected to be a bass or a tenor, right?
Right.
Do you have an opinion on this song?
Some people are estate agents.
I need to know if that's a good joke. I need to know.
Trust me, it wasn't. I'll tell you later.
Oh, it's you. Oh.
Yeah.
Whereas actually a lot of us are baritones, but we have been misidentified. We self-identify as one thing, but actually we're another. It gets awfully complicated. Anyway, it's baritones. So we like to sing songs from other traditions, and we like to celebrate those traditions, and we try and sing them as authentically as possible. And one tradition that we have sung a few songs from is the Georgian male singing tradition. Georgia in the Caucasus near Russia. They have a wonderful traditional folk singing tradition that goes back a long time. It was repressed when the Russians were there. There's a huge amount of national pride in their singing, and particularly the men singing as well. So do look it up and have a listen to what they do. There's some incredible things there, and they have a song because it's so embedded in their culture. They have a song for almost everything in their sort of daily routine in their life. They have songs for washing, for walking down the street, religious songs, secular songs for going about your daily business, whereas we basically have Happy Birthday and Auld Lang Syne. It's a wonderful, rich tradition. And this next song we're going to sing is a song about for and about carrying logs. It's called Elesa. Stay here. This gets very stressful. Elesa da, Elesa,
Elesa, Elesa da, Elesa, Elesa,
Yes, I know it's a bit threatening having a bunch of men doing this. Particularly in this kind of these fractured times, but it's okay. We're on your side. You stop looking at 4chan, whatever it was. So We've got next song is the song that was part of a project we did a few years ago. We worked with in a collaboration with an organisation called the Irene Taylor Trust that goes into prisons and writes songs in men's and women's prisons. And we did this collaboration at the Uni Chapel as a celebration of this organisation that's doing some great work in providing a mode of expression for people who very often haven't had it, and to get stories out, get things out of them. And there are a few songs that we learned, and there was one that sort of stuck with us, and that we've kept as part of our set. And Luke, in fact, I may just point out, works for the Irene Taylor Trust, and he's is that all I need to say? Yeah. Check them out. They're a really interesting organisation, and Luke works for them. And so this next song is going to feature Ivan and Elliot. I'll just leave that there. And it's called I Believe in Love.
I
Lauren, I'm from the baritones. We heard you like the baritones, right? Yeah. Like the piano music there, that's beautiful. I've got some cards in my pocket. Basically, I'm up here because normally the choir don't get to speak much, so we're going to tell you about who we are. Who are we? Who am I? Okay, so how are we going to do that? I need a friend. Yeah. Now Dylan is my, wherever you want, baby. Yeah. Okay, Dylan is my, what is it? It's a, okay, give me 100%, Dylan. Okay, so you get it? Statistics. Okay, statistics, so 50% would be, okay, and take it back to 25%. Because 25% of this choir support a football club, of which one person supports Dulwich Hamlet. Come on, be honest. More Chaps are in the 30s than any other decade, 32%. And 42%, slightly more, have cut down a tree. Yeah, take that, Extinction Rebellion. No, only joking, we love the planet. Okay, 61% of the choir are straight. 36% are gay, and 3% of us transcend such foolish binaries. Yeah, you know. 46% of them, this was their first choir. Not second choir, first choir. And 70% are just down there. 70% have suffered from depression at some point in their life. Now, take it back to 25%. 25% of these manly men right here, they drive automatic, yeah. Okay, now, 100% of these manly men right here are not in Mumford & Sons, and 100%, I mean, be honest, Dave, be honest. 100% of these men identify as men, and that's the gist. One last card. Thank you!
Okay, great. So now you know everything about us. But one thing that you don't know about us is that we do struggle in some ways. I mean, one thing we struggle with, just by looking at us, you can tell that we are terrible metropolitan dandies. With little sense of place and homes. You know, we're sort of scattered from other places, and we've got no sense of local identity apart from, I suppose, just loving being in this melting pot of a city. And so I suppose we were feeling a little bit bereft of a authentic sense of location. So we just had a quick, another survey just to see if anyone was from Wales. And Dylan, how do you say it again? Dylan. It's not Welsh! So we are grabbing onto that, and we're basically gonna, just for a moment, use Dylan's half Welshness to sort of apply to all of us, really, just to give us a full sense of genuine, authentic location. And we're going to sing for you a slightly altered traditional Welsh march. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah. Is there anyone Welsh here? Hi. Great. So you might recognise the melodies of this one. I can't do heckles.
Keep the myth alive with singing, keep our ears with victories ringing. We are chaps with braces bringing glorious songs of old. Though standards. We are not ungrateful for the freedoms that will lead to our transcendence. From the green, green grass of Hackney, we'll defend the right to cold brew coffee. Tongue in cheek, we sing before thee stories from the past. No idea for what we're singing, strident words feel like we're winning to a past tradition clinging, glorious songs of old. Hymns and marches drafted for us, no desertion from the chorus. Pray conscription won't befall us, allies, foes agree. Aren't we all descendants of a last descendants? We are not ungrateful for the freedoms that will lead to our transcendence. From the green, green grass of Hackney, we'll defend the right to cold brew coffee. Tongue in cheek, we sing before thee stories from the past. Bring forth the universal song that binds us closer, one on one. No triumphant marching until love and peace be one.
Thanks so much for coming out late on a Thursday night, this day. We're going to sing a song for you now, which is actually one of the first songs we learned as a choir. We learned it on the first rehearsal, which was the 18th of April 2013. A few of you were there, I think, and we learned the song, and it became a favourite of ours, really. And then we thought, you know, we'll sing it to other people, and they seem to like it too. And it's a song by the Magnetic Fields called The Book of Love.
Some of it is just book of love is long and boring, and written very long ago. It's full of flowers and heart-shaped boxes, and things we're all too young to know. But I love it when you give me things, and you want to give me wedding rings. But I love it when you sing to me, and you can sing me anything. You can sing me anything. You can sing me anything.
Songs for you this evening. Now, as you will have noticed, as would have been very conspicuous, we've got through this gig without mentioning Christmas. Now we don't have a long list of Christmas songs, but we do have one that's waiting right at the end. So just in case you think we've got to the last song and you start leaving, and we haven't sung a Christmas song, then it's too early. There's no backstage for us to go to while you clap and then we come back on again. So we're just going to stay on here, we're going to sing all our songs. We've got a few more for you before we get to the mentionable Christmas. So that's the thing we can mention tonight. And this next song, a bit like us sort of trying to find our identity as a group really. I suppose we've been sort of stealing and borrowing from other traditions and other group identities of men. And one of the classics obviously is shanties, men singing shanty songs while they work hard on boats. Now, none of us have ever known any work remotely as hard as what it was like to be on a boat. And we did a quick poll and we found out only a few of them had actually ever been on a proper boat before. So we were sort of, again, we have a sort of identity problem. So basically we created a shanty of our own. This is our own sort of metropolitan dandy version of the shanty, and it's called Drop of Shanty, and it's going to feature Anthony and Dave. The other thing to say is that Dave is a very special person. I'm going to just, not yet, but I'm going to say something. Sorry, they are able to, they do have agency, they do have, they are allowed to talk sometimes. Dave works at the Southwark Playhouse. It's because of him that we're here tonight. So I think we just need to... He'll say a little bit about what tonight and the other late shows are about soon. But let's get on with it. A Drop of Shanty. Here we go. This is our shanty. Oh yeah, we're both.
Oh, a drop of Nelson's blood wouldn't do us any harm. Oh, a drop of Nelson's blood wouldn't do them any harm. Oh, a drop of Nelson's blood wouldn't do us any harm. And we'll all hang on behind. And we'll roll and we'll chariots along. We'll roll and we'll chariots along. And we'll roll and we'll chariots along. And we'll all hang on behind. Oh, a vegan sausage roll wouldn't do us any harm. Oh, a vegan sausage roll wouldn't do us any harm. Oh, a vegan sausage roll wouldn't do us any harm. hackney sailors sing until they roll. Sea shanty, little ditty, very much on trend. No sea legs required to sing a shanty till the end.
Well, the only boat I boarded sailed the channel to Calais.
Ahoy!
Aboard my crate of mulled wine and some festive IPA. I sang a shanty tune for my ferry boat to hear.
Whilst they sat there listening to my song, they drank up all my beer. Sea shanty on the trendy map. I sing a sea shanty in the choir with Captain and his chaps. Sea shanty praises little song. If you can hear over and all the way, we're bound to get along.
Even though I come from a seafaring isle, I don't know port from starboard. Do they both bring up the bile? I couldn't tie a bowline, even for to save my bones.
But I can place a shanty tune within the lover of Davy Jones. Sea shanty, ever in the pool. From Shoreditch to Hackney, sailors sing until they roll. Sea shanty soothes when our London basement's flood. Even Jarvis Hawker likes to taste a drop of Nelson's blood.
I'm not sure though. What do you think?
I think you should.
Okay.
I mean, the polls are closed. I think you should.
Yeah, it's true, isn't it? Yeah, let's do it in the bar actually. Do that in the bar. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Thanks, Anthony. That reminded me of that. Yeah. So, audience, you may wonder what that was about, but it had a very important purpose. So, are you ready to get involved with a bit more audience participation rather than just clapping and sitting down?
Yeah.
You can stay seated actually for this, you just need to do a bit more than clapping, okay? So basically all that's going to happen is when you hear the word higher, you're going to say, yes, higher.
Yes. Higher.
Higher.
Yes.
Higher. Did I do something wrong? When I say the word higher, you say yes. Higher.
Yes.
When I say the word lower, you say
Lower.
no.
No.
Lower.
No.
Higher.
Yes.
Lower.
No.
Higher.
Yes.
You're a good audience. Okay, so I won't wear that out too much because you might get bored of it. But basically, when we get to the point in this song, there'll be a very clear moment where you'll be invited to say either yes or no to the respective highers and lowers.
The stars above. Without it, life is a wasted time. Look inside your heart, I'll look inside mine. Things look so bad everywhere. In this whole world, what's there? We walk blind, we try to see, falling behind in what could be. Bring me a higher love. Ooh, bring me a higher love. Oh, bring me a higher love. Ooh, it's that higher love I keep thinking of. World's turning, and we're just hanging on, facing our fears and standing down there alone. And yearning, and it's real to me. There must be someone who's doing it for me. Things look so bad everywhere.
I want to break free.
In this whole world, what's fair?
I want to break free.
We walk blind, we try to see,
I want to break free.
falling behind in what could be. Bring me a higher love. Ooh, bring me a higher love. Oh, bring me a higher love. Ooh, it's that higher love I keep thinking of. Higher.
Yes!
Lower.
No!
Lower.
No!
Higher.
Yes!
Lower.
No!
Higher.
Yes!
Higher.
Yes!
Higher.
Yes!
Things look so bad everywhere.
I want to break free.
In this whole world, what's
I
fair?
want to break
We
free.
walk blind, we try to see,
I want to break free.
falling behind in what could be. Bring me a higher love. Ooh, bring me a higher love. Oh, bring me a higher love. Ooh, it's that higher love I keep thinking of. Higher,
Yes!
lower,
No!
higher,
Yes!
higher.
Yes!
Bring me a higher love. Ooh, bring me a higher love. Oh, bring me a higher love. Ooh, it's that higher love I keep thinking of. Bring me a higher love.
I want to break free.
Bring me a higher love.
I want to break free.
Bring me a higher love.
I want to break
Higher love I keep thinking of. Bring me a higher love. Ooh, bring me a higher love. Oh, bring me a higher love. Ooh, it's that higher love I keep thinking of.
We never find out the end of the story whether Andrew does break free, but we know that he wants to. So we've got a couple more songs for you. Thank you so much for coming out on this late Thursday. It's been great to be part of this little series of lates here. And just a quick thank you to Francis, who's up there helping us. Francis, hello. Also the technical team, there's Kat and all the office staff. Well, there's Kat. Thank you, Kat, and all the staff at the Southwark Playhouse that helped sort of make this happen. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Yes.
right.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Okay. Cool. Not including my real accent, by the way. But anyway, so as Don said, I work here at the Playhouse, which is kind of the reason why we're here. Very briefly, I want to leave these lots of you guys for much longer. So some of you might know, next year we're moving to a brand new theatre just down the road. Which is very exciting. We are home for over 100 years. Fingers crossed if we're all still here and then. Sorry, down. Sorry. But as a venues organisation, we don't get any money from anyone, like the government or the Arts Council. We rely solely on getting donations, funding for charities, all that kind of stuff. And so we've kind of raised a lot of the money to build that space. We've got about 10% more to go. In that building, we have a dedicated space for all of our community and education work, which I manage here at the Playhouse. So this year we work with about 3,000 people across all of our programmes, from age 4 to age 84. With the new venue, we're going to have a chance to do loads more and build a real legacy in Southwark and Castle for all the work we do with the community. So on your way out tonight, this is the bit you're kind of expecting, there'll be people with buckets on the door. Any small change, any small notes or large notes you want to drop in, that'd be lovely. And also on our bar and our box office there, the kind of tap and donate things. You can tap to the future, tap, donate some money. Every little helps to kind of build our future home. But thank you so much for coming tonight. And we've got more dates coming up next week for Christmas and after Christmas. Check on our website. Some really cool events coming up. We've got some drag stuff and some cabaret. So yeah, do come along. And thank you guys for being part of it as well. Thank you. So yeah, thank you very much. We'll go back to see you.
Francis is going to have a soloist on this for the next song. So we've got, as I say, a couple more songs, and the last one will be the unmentionable Christmas song. We have our final song before the Christmas song. I need to work on this bit. Is a song by Bob Dylan. More of a reaction than Lady Gaga, Bradley Cooper, Bob Dylan. So this is the version of this song that kind of grabbed me, the version by Nina Simone. And this song is going to feature Luke B. We have two Lukes. The other ones are here tonight, so technically Luke. It's going to feature Chris as well. Sorry, Chaps. Can you just go with us a moment? Makes sense?
They say everything can be replaced. They say every distance is not near. So I remember every face of every man who put me here. I see my light come shining from the west down to the east. Any day now, I shall from the west down to the east. Any day now, any day now, I shall be released. Any day now, any day now, I shall be released. Any day now, any day now, I shall be released.
Great. Okay, so thanks so much again for coming out on this night. The bar's open till 12 tonight. There's nothing else to go and do. Is there? No. There's nothing else happening. Come and chat to us. Come and say hi to us. It'd be really nice to speak to you and hear what your least favourite song was. Your favourite song.
While they're getting set up, I just thought we should point out that Dom's leaving us. Not permanently. Tricks in there. Made you feel things. He's going on a few months sabbatical, but obviously none of this would be possible without his vision and his ability to make a bunch of complete strangers come together and sing, I assume, pretty well. So if we can just give a round of applause.
Thank you. So, last song, has anyone been on the internet today? The World Wide Web, www, World Wide Web, HTTP, whatever. Anyone been on it?
No.
So today I knew there were like divisive topics. I didn't think the internet was going to be. Today we put out a video, so occasionally we have some money we collect from doing things like singing the theme tune to Captain Birdseye and doing other various sort of corporate things that we don't talk about. But we had a bit of money, and so we funded a video recording we did just a week and a half ago. We did it really quickly, all the post-production super fast. In fact, some of you here tonight were in the audience. We had a little audience, and we recorded a song that we started doing last year as a cover at Christmas by an artist called Tracy Thorn. You might know her better as one half of Everything But the Girl. And so we put it out today on the internet, and so you can go and see this video that's been recorded. But I guess you don't need to, because you're here. You can hear the live version. But you can also go and watch the video. That's the beauty of this dual life that we all lead. So this is called Joy by Tracy Thorn. It's going to feature a few of the chaps. We've got Rob on guitar. At the back, we've got our Sally Army band, Stuart and Simon. And this is called Joy. Let's check that level. Oh, it's going to feature other chaps as well. Yes. Yeah, it's going to feature many other chaps. Multiple chaps. I'll say them in. Okay, here we go. Music drink.
When
someone very dear calls you with the words, everything's all clear.
It's what you want to hear, but you know it might be different in the new year.
That's why we hang the lights so high. Joy, 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 joy. You loved it as a kid, but now you need it more than you ever did. It's because of the dark we see the beauty in the spark. That's why the carols make you cry. Joy, 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 joy. Yes, I see the holly on the door.